Hello guys, happy Friday. How are you? Welcome in. When you pop on, feel free to say hello. Let me know you're here. Let me adjust this thing. How's everybody doing? I've missed you. I don't always come live on Fridays, but I haven't been live the past couple days, so I thought I'd pop on with you. I'm gonna do maybe, I always say it's gonna be a quick little bottle, but might be a lot more than quick. So I'm gonna wait to pull you up. Hey, Miss Trish, how are you? And Sherry on out, and then we can get started. Hello, hello. Thank you for sprinkling. How's everybody doing? Hi, Miss Joanne. How are you? All right, let me Sherry on out. And then we can get started. Hello, Gail. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? What are you doing Friday nights? Hi, Miss Glorious. How are you, darling? Hello, Miss Gail. So, let me get you into one group here. And then I will, there it is. Nicole and viewers, hope all is well with everybody. Yes. Hi, Miss Laura. Hi, Wendy. How's everybody doing? Do we got any plans for tonight? Hi, Laura. Or the weekend. Hello, Miss Pamela. Happy Friday to you too. Hi, Natasha. How are you? All right. So, okay, look. First, I'm going to show you this. You ready? Look how pretty it is. See, I got all the bling trim on it everywhere. On the bottom, did the whole thing, and that's so pretty. I love this. So different. I love that we left the stem. Hi, Jan. How are you? But look at those pretty colors. And then that bling trim. Now I think I'm going to do just this rim here, gold. I think I'm going to use my gold pen. And we'll do that. Hello from Colorado. How are you? I'm jealous. I want to go to Colorado. I've never been. I'm going to add that to my bucket list, apparently. Hi, Miss Tree. So what do you guys think? Is it pretty? Do we like it? We like how it came out? I think it's gorgeous. You stick like a little taper candle, or you know what? I want to see what a candle looks like in there. I probably don't have anything that's got batteries in it. Going to Pioneer Woman's Mercantile. I don't have anything I think that's going to do enough light. I don't think I know. Nope, that's not enough light. Yeah, I can see it, but you guys probably can't see it. I think it's going to be beautiful with the light in there. Okay, so that is all finished. I got her done. I just got to do the gold on the rim. Been a crazy couple days, but Dollar Tree lights, they're hard to open and close. So I found this when we went Goodwill shopping, right? So this was a wine stopper. I took the little black part off of there that you like pop that into the bottle with. I've had this stinking thing sitting forever. It's pink. It's actually the cutest shaped thing. And I'm like, what do I do with it? Well, y'all, I'm feeling the polka dot thing. And I think we're going to do polka dots on this. And we're going to do sections. So I started marking off the sections from down here up. So we're going to do black, white, black, white, black, white. And I think we're going to do silver bling. So what I'm thinking is, I don't really have this all planned out. Just so we're clear. I'm really not sure what we're doing. But I'm thinking we can add bling to the topper and go around the heart like so. Because why not, right? We can do like one of these deals and make the topper kind of blingy. And then do black, white, and then do polka dots and maybe put, because it's so delicate, it's so thin, but it is so stinking cute. And I think if we did the black and white and the polka dots, y'all, it's pumpkin season. I'm feeling, just so you know, I'm feeling the polka dot thing, and the polka dot and the checks. It's kind of like, that's what happens during pumpkin season. I go kind of bonkers with polka dots and checks. I love them, and once I'm in the groove, I can't stop myself. So that's kind of where we're going. That's gonna be super pretty. 2 of those toppers at Habitat. I got these at Goodwill. I don't find a lot of the toppers at Habitat, but I find a lot of the handles and the drawer pulls and all that fun stuff. So I started taking my friction pen, and since this has, and you know what's crazy is it almost has like a pumpkin shape to it. So I just followed the little, we call it the little butt line. Yes, bling on it. We call it the little butt line. And I'm just kind of going up and down on the butt line. That's what I call it on the pumpkins. I don't know. And just little by little, I go up and then down to kind of stay in a straight line, as straight as I possibly can, because we all know I'm no good at that. Yes, bling it. Hi, Pamela. Hello, Mary Felix. Hi, Crystal. How are you? So we're going to come up and we'll go down. Am I crazy? Are the lights blinking on and off? So, and then when we do this, so we'll do like the black and white separation, and then we're going to come in with the bling this way too. Does that make sense? So I think we can get this done on a live for sure. I think it's going to be super cute. I'm trying to pull out like all the different type of bottles and so forth that I have. I am doing good, Karen. I hope you're doing well. So now with this friction, tell me I used the friction pen. I did. You take your heat to it, the pen line disappears. So if you make a boo-boo, all you gotta do is add your heat, and then it goes bye-bye. And it's great for even if you are, once you paint and you can still see some of that line, like you didn't paint on that line, you can actually put your heat to it and it goes bye-bye too. So we are just going to go as straight and as even as we can. I was about to ask if those were shaped like a butt. I'm just saying, it's like, we call it the pumpkin butt. It's like the pumpkin butt. So that's what we're gonna do. And then the topper will be on there. This will go down the center. We'll put the bling on the topper. This will go down the center. And I think black, white, all of those things are gonna be super pretty. Hi, Kathy, how are you? I gotta get you that picture. I'm so sorry. It's been like crazy hectic. And I will get you the pictures. Actually, while you're in here, I can show them to you. Hey, Jan. Hi, Sybil. How are you? Guys, tell me, did you do anything? Are you doing anything exciting? So these are the hearts from Dollar Tree, because I know Karen was asking about these. So this is what they look like. There's like 3 different ones, but this one says choose to be kind. For whatever reason, it's not as deep of a lettering as the other ones. And I think I can definitely smooth that out. And then we have a beautiful like heart ornament surface to play on. So that's the plan. I'm just going to use regular, the Crafters Collection from Hobby Lobby as my paint. And I'm just doing it on my desk. I guess I should have did that after, or the drawing after, but we're good. I'll make it work. I'll do double time. Sprinkled you out. Hey, Melissa, how are you? So I'm wondering, I just did all that. Hi, Carrie. We're gonna delete it. That's what I call it, delete it. We're gonna delete all these markings because I just wanna get a super white base on here. So even though I lined all those out, we're gonna delete it. I'm gonna get rid of it because once I paint over it, I don't know that the heat will work to erase those lines. So let's base coat it in whites. So I'll show you just how quickly all those lines are gone. All you're left with is your primer. You guys know I do everything backwards. Should be used to it by now. Paint it white first, Nicole. So it's itty bitty, but I think it's gonna be super cute. And I just paint the whole thing white, even though we're going black, white, just because it's easy to just get a base white coat on there and work from there. Hi, Dwayne. Please show the heart again. Need a picture. Absolutely. Hold on one second, darling. Let me spread this paint. Dwayne, I've been trying to email you, darling, and for whatever reason, the email won't go through, and I did message you back on Messenger. So if you could check your Messenger. I'm sure you probably don't use it a lot and you use your email, but it's telling me it doesn't exist for some reason at all. Okay, you ready, Kathy? My Friday night date is organizing the craft room, aka the beach room. That's awesome. Thank you, Sybil. It does look like a butt, I know. So this is what they look like. They have, we're gonna take off that little rope that's on there and use them that way. Just a short visit. Jeff wants to go somewhere in a minute. I can watch whatever I don't see on replay. You are totally fine, Carrie. You go out and enjoy your Friday night. All right, so I'm gonna wait till, if you need surfaces, let me know. I've closed my business and I have a whole bunch of, hi Celeste, how are you? Laura, message me and let me know. I mean, I can't say no to anything right now, so, but yes, message me and we shall talk. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. I'm sorry, you said you're closing your, aw. Well, that's a bummer. Did you get it, Kathy? If not, I'll send you a picture too, darling. Just message me. It's easy enough. Hi, Miss Leslie. Sorry, I'm over here concentrating on painting. It's got a little bit of texture to it, but once we start putting layers on and polka dots and all the fun things, we'll be good. Won't even see it. I am good, Leslie. How about you? I actually had a pretty decent day. It's been a little chaotic today, but I'm here. I'm here for it. So I'm gonna let you guys in on something, and I'm not gonna answer a lot of questions because I'm not ready to. However, y'all remember my Otis, and I know this is gonna sound kind of weird, but I'm gonna put it sort of, how do I put it? So y'all used to send Mr. Otis happy mail and so forth, and we all know how excited he was to get packages. If y'all know, you know, like Otis was a monster about packages. Well, I'm going to tell you that, and I'm not going to get into it, we have created a, so to say, hey Terry, like a bucket list for Miss Ziva. Yes, you heard that right. So as silly as this sounds, like, you know, took her for ice cream, like an ice cream cone, took her to the lake, doing lots of things with Ziva right now. But I would love if she like had the opportunity to be like, oh, and just get like fun stuffs. And I know that sounds really bold, and it doesn't even, nobody has to. I just used to think of how happy Otis was to get that. And as much as I buy for her and do for her, I just think it would be so cool for her to be like, oh, that's for me. So, not really. Finger pushed the wrong button on my tablet and turned you off. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll send you a picture, darling. And it doesn't, and nobody has to feel obligated. Nobody I don't want. I'm like, you know, I've had her for a year and it's been a crazy, wild ride of a year. And I just realized in that year, like I didn't do all the things that I wanted her to experience. And now I'm like, all the little things, because like she can't go for long walks and do all that. It's just not in her. So, but we have been taking her out and doing different things with her so she can experience different things, and she's loving it. And I'm like, how cool would that be for her? And now she's playing with toys and doing all that stuff. And now it's like, okay, she's finally being a normal dog. And here we go. So, toys and treats heading her way. So cute. So it's like, I want her to experience all the normal dog things, like all the fun things, because she's actually having fun now. And I'm like, oh, seriously? So, and I knew when I got her, I knew, but now I just have that big old guilty, I didn't do enough with her. So, been doing some fun things with her. You can just message me. My little Gracie does that. She gets so excited when she gets things. She gets super excited now. She never wanted to touch a toy. She never nothing. And she's been kind of hanging around and playing with a friend of mine's dog, and I love it. And she's totally come out of her shell and been a dog now. Except it's not in her to do like long distance of anything or do anything major. So it's like, you know, all the little things. I don't know. She deserves to experience that after her life. So she is a cutie. Let me give this a quick dry, and I'm going to come down here as I'm drying my paint on my table. I'm going to come in here to this stem and make sure I got everything good in here. I work on such little things. I did that already. I'm sorry I missed your live, Terry. I try to at least always come into Terry's live and leave it playing in the background, but I don't know, Glorious. I don't know what, like, how winter's gonna be with her, so I mean, for fun, yeah, she would. I mean, she's a little low rider, but she is like 70 something pounds. Hi, Miss Rita. Hi, Georgiana. Hi, Doris. I've put shirts on her and she hasn't mind. Hello, Melody. How are you? All right. I think we're coated. I'm going to put a clear coat on this white real quick. Woo, hot stuffs. And then we're gonna go in with the pen and then the black. So, let me get rid of this white paint here on my table. Hello, Miss Becky. How are you? Terry, did you get, if you're still in here, did you get my message? She wears clothes every day. That's so stinking cute. I love it. Otis wore a lot of clothes. Otis had like his hoodies, like his bad boy hoodies. I loved them. And then, he looked so cute in them. He wore them well, and all his funny pajamas, like I loved putting him in pajamas for whatever reason. He just always looked so stinking cute in jammies. Especially if they had like the little clown legs. You know what I mean? Like the baggy clown legs at the end. At the bottom, they were super baggy. Jesus, Ashley. Ashley was in my... Oh, my God. Hold on, y'all. I'm good. I'm not good. My daughter is... What is this? This must be what she brought it on. Hell to the no. Sorry, language. Oh, God, my daughter put a frickin' spider on my Oh, my God. Is Ashley in the room? I can't look over there. How do I get it off? Terry! Panic. I don't want to touch it. God bless America. Terry or Sue, I swear to God, you need to text Ashley. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't want to touch it. It's not live. I'm about to get really sick. Y'all, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Of all time. She is not so funny. You know, you guys don't even get it. Christ's sake. Oh my God. It's not alive. It's not alive. It's... So y'all know it's... Holy Jesus, I'm sweating. Hold on. No. No. Anytime. Anytime. That's not funny. Oh my God, my nerves. Okay. I got nothing. I think I just had a complete meltdown. Yes, it was. Don't break it. I'm pouring sweat. Holy cow. Okay. Use vacuum. Yeah, she totally did that to me. I can't. Okay. Thanks, Ash. On alive. You're so lucky you don't live here. I'm putting clear coat on this bottle. No. Girl, did she try to send me to the hospital just now? Asking for a friend. What the hell? I just took you to go get your car. I literally just took you to go get your car. I thought there was some sort of love there. How did that show up in here? Yes, she has spiders, and they shed their skeleton. They shed their... I don't know. Ashley, explain it. They shed, and they leave that behind, which means they got bigger. She has pet spiders, and that used to be a norm around here. She hasn't done that to me in several years. So no, I didn't see that one coming. Much less to hide it behind my freaking clear coat. Is there anything else in here? Oh, Jesus. Ash, you might not want to answer your phone later. Trying to laugh it off. No, I'm good. Meanwhile, on another note, I was talking crap about you today in my life. Great. Yeah, that was the shell that it climbed out of and got bigger. And that's a baby one compared to her other ones. And Ashley, it broke. Because I smacked it with the brush as I was trying to move it. do have to admit, that was freaking awesome. You weren't supposed to get that scared. Listen, so here's the deal. Went fishing last night, and when I went fishing last night, there were all these fences that were covered in spiders. So I already had the skeevies from that because they were big mamma jammas. So to see one on my desk today was probably bad timing. She's gotten me before, but it's been years. So where before I was used to, I mean, I wasn't used to it, but I knew it was coming. I thought she outgrew that and sort of started to love me, but I think we're mad at you. I was mad for a hot minute, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty mad there for a hot minute. Snaky and rodent thingies. Me, it's just spiders. Me, it's just spiders. Hi, Phyllis. I'm terrified of spiders. And I was in here earlier finishing that stinking glass and never saw the stupid thing. So when did it get here is what I want to know, and how. Yeah, how did it get here? Hi, Jessica. My kid did that. He would be a goner. Well, I'm breathing now, so I'm okay. But it's kind of what me and my kids do. But like I said, it's been a hot minute since she's done it to me, so... It was supposed to be a quick jump scare, not a full-blown panic attack. Well, if I wouldn't have seen a bunch of them last night, I probably would have still reacted. I'm in my craft room talking, and all of a sudden there's this big furry thing staring at me. And it was no stinking puppy. Did you think I was going to, like, chuckle it off? Just asking for a friend. I'm sure Terry and Sue and Shelly are all messaging you right now going, oh my God, that was the best ever. Hi, Miss Sarah. What was the clear coat for? Does it help the paint? Yes. So if I do my polka dots and I want to wipe it off, it's just easier for me to wipe the paint off real quick instead of ruining the white paint. It's a little something I learned along the way. I'd watch Terry do it, like, if, you know, you coat your things and then if you make a boo-boo, it makes it much easier if you have, like, your coat on there to wipe them back. So when I do polka dots, I tend to make mistakes. I gotta wipe them back. So I just learned to clear coat, and it just makes it that much easier for me to wipe it off. Because now it's a smooth surface. And I'm not messing up the paint underneath. I mean, you usually jumped then laughed. A little jittery right now, Ash. A little bit. She does love me. Listen, if somebody else did that to me, my daughter would have been all over them. Oh no, Terry. No. Oh, that would have been awful. And I am on Decoupage Queen's Creative Hour tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. So you'll catch me tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And then my baby boy is coming with the grandkids. Shelly knew about it? Oh, hell no. Really, Shell? You're welcome, Crystal. I still gotta figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. But yeah, so you can join me on Decoupage Queen at 3 o'clock. We'll be doing a project. It'll be me and Miss Terry. Hello, Renee. How are you? All right, so I'm going to pull a microfiber towel because this is, let's do this. She was only made aware after the fact. She had no part in it. It's all right. We'll talk later, Ash. She's like, I'm sorry. I don't want to get in trouble. Too late. You're grounded. Not quite sure how that works. I wonder if I even really need to draw my lines. Thinking I don't. But I guess we're gonna do it. See, now I am in trouble, Ashley. Oh yeah, you're in trouble. See, it's hot, so the ink's disappearing. Shelly's not going to answer her phone. Fire them? Fired. Isn't that how they say it on the Dr. Seuss thing? Fired. Well, that's been fun. Can I do the bottle now, Ash? Am I safe? My poor daughter's car is so messed up. She's got to go get that fixed. How come I miss everything? Oh, Renee, you missed it. My daughter planted a doozy in my craft room. I had to hold on to my desk for a minute because I got a little lightheaded. Right, Glorious? All right, I'm just drawing my lines again. I might now, yeah. Yours is messing up too. I know. I need my flex pipe fixed. My car is so loud. I'm just waiting to get pulled over. always something breaking down. As soon as you get one thing taken care of, it's something else, right? I would have levitated off that chair. I kept telling myself, you're still alive, you're still alive, you're still alive. Nicole, watch your mouth, you're still alive. I don't know that it worked all the way, but... Hi, Marianne. Yes, Renee. Literally right before you popped in. All right, drawing my line up. I haven't decided what I'm doing with the neck of this yet. The live would have been over. The only good thing is listen, I've been in here when I have found a live spider jump right out in front of me while I was crafting, and it took everything in me to stay on, but I was off pretty quick after that. If I'd have thought, if that thing would have been real, like, she would never do that to me. Like, not in a million years. She already knows you would have had to call an ambulance on me. But, nope. Look, it's got me itching everywhere. Okay. We good. Oh, shit, turkeys. Nope, that ain't it. Where's my open one? You got me dropping things. All right, we're gonna do the black paint. Find me a brush that's gonna put this on. I can pull this one out. And then I need like an itty bitty detail something. Pull a few brushes out here, y'all. Just in case. Found it. About a week ago, I was sitting watching TV and I looked down to see a spider walking across. I did that once. I was on the couch and I was laying there and I looked over and a spider was crawling across my pillow. And you want to talk about coming unglued. I think I flipped everything off of my couch. I just, there was no way. I swear I turned that thing upside down. I didn't lay on that couch for a hot minute. I'll tell you that much. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna do black, white, and then the polka dots. To be fair, you used to scare the crap out of me with fake spiders. I did. I totally did. I used to hang up like Halloween stuff. I used to mess with them bad. So I guess that's just karma biting me back. What else is new? It's all good. But I think you've gotten enough out of me by now. You've done that to me enough times. Isn't it payback over yet? Asking for a friend? Just look at it, you got something to occupy your mind, just try to help. Thanks, Shell. Now, you know who would have thought that was stinking hilarious would have been Cheryl. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, Ash, I don't think I could talk for a second. Were you on here the whole time? Were you actually waiting for that? You're so fired. No, it was hiding behind my clear coat. So when I pulled the clear coat, there it was. Oh. So about that wolf bottle, Ashley. Sisu, I tried telling you. You don't listen to me. Oh, thank you for stars. Appreciate that very much. I'll look back on this after the live and I'll think it's absolutely stinking hilarious. Just to be fair. I'll yell at her first and then I'll say it's hilarious because I know my kids' hearts. They would never. I'm pretty sure she feels bad right now. Hello, Linda. How are you? So I'm just going to paint right up to that line. And then I'll take the heat tool to it. And we'll get rid of that. I said don't drive my car or I'd probably be over by now. Sort of still debating it. It's fine, Ashley. It's all good. Don't get in your car and come over here. Jeez, oh man. Yeah, the reaction was real. However, I'm over it now. I'm good. It's out. It's out on the front steps. Flung it out there. Don't ask me how I'm getting out of my house now, but it's out on the front steps. I have a free ticket now. It's all right. I look at it as I could be so bored and not have fun with my kids. Now, this one was a little much. However, I know she didn't mean, she probably meant for me to find it before live, I think, maybe. Or like she said, that I wouldn't get so freaked out by it, but wasn't it a cute little vase? It's like a little bottle. And I'm like, well, I wasn't sure. I keep looking at it, and it was pink initially. And I almost want to say that somebody sent me this. I may or may not be right on that. I may have just grabbed it. It did have a Goodwill sticker on it, so I may have grabbed it. But I do remember when I saw it thinking, like, it's almost got like the characteristics of a pumpkin. because of the way it's shaped. Like that I could paint it like I paint the pumpkins, and I thought that was cool. But I think we're gonna do it a little elegant. We're gonna do the black, the white, the polka dots, and silver. And I got the cutest little stopper for it that we're gonna bling out too. It is little and cute, yes. I love doing little things like this. So you turn it into something totally out there and totally different. And that's my favorite thing about this. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be on Decoupage Queen at 3. And then my son is coming over with Lucas and Sophia. And then I think we're going to dinner. They're gonna hang for a little while and then we're going to dinner. And you guys, Lucas talks so much now. I can't stand it. He's so stinking cute. I cannot wait to squeeze his face. I haven't seen him in, God, it's been a couple weeks. It's probably been closer to 3 weeks, which is really sad. I miss his little butt. I mean, I FaceTime them all the time, but it's not the same, right? As squeezing their little faces. I know, but it would be really bad. You know what would be pretty on a bottle like that? It's little X's in the white. That's actually, how would I go about that? That's actually a super cute idea. Super cute idea. I actually kind of really like that. I'm going with a smaller brush. Hi, Danica, how are you? Terry. Yeah, Terry would have been no support whatsoever. Just so we're perfectly clear. Terry lives for those moments. However, I do have to say, if you could have felt my heartbeat in that moment. Oh, Lord Shelley. So I think I'm gonna come up to the top of the bottle. We're gonna have to paint it with another coat of black, but we're gonna come right up to the top. That's why you're my people. Y'all are Y'all are in trouble. It's all right. She knows I'll get her back one way or another. Zero support. You know how boring my life would be. Just saying. Hi, Miss Ellen. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? We're going to dry this, and then we can come in with a quick second coat. You hear Ziva? Yes, she's out there bouncing around. My poor baby. keeping Mama on the ball. They do that enough, trust me. All right, so I'm kind of digging the whole X theme. How would I, so would I just draw, I'm trying to think how I could draw X's to make them look super cute. Terry's got to have a fear. I'm going to find something that we can mess with. So I know you won't see to the inside, but how old are your children? I know you have a grandchild. So I have, my grandchildren are 10 to 5 and 20 months. And then my kids are, uh-oh. I'm sure there's something, but nothing that makes me run. I have 3 older brothers, so I have 3 brothers too. But I still don't like spiders. My kids are 27. Austin will be 26. And 30, I forget what. Yeah, there's my karma. My daughter's going to come in here and go, ha ha, because I never remember their ages. I'm awful at that. When I find it, let you know. All right. Never remembers her ages. I don't. I'm horrible. Such a bad mom in that department. Am I crazy or my light is flickering, right? Been cleaning and organizing my craft room bedroom. Thanks, Renee. Can you put more than sometimes? I don't know why. I don't know why I can never remember their ages. They can tell me, and then the next day I'm going to be like, huh? Yes, it is flickering. Okay. Maybe I was having spider trauma. Oh, looks like my light's about to go. That's what I'm thinking. Paint one of these, but skinnier, and put bling in the center. Make pattern in shape of oh, good. Rochelle, like. Let's see if I can look something up on my iPad. Right, I don't remember my own age. I just keep saying I'm 27. 27's a good age. Hi, Pamela, how are you? This would be cute with like not even just polka dots, but I almost wish I could draw little hearts now. Which questions? Terry, I don't even remember what question I just asked. $30. Well, my kids are not even 2 years apart. That's the thing, is my son was born December 22nd, so right before the new year, and I get so discombobulated with their ages because they're not really 2 years apart, and then for a couple months they're like, I don't know, they're like a year apart, so it confuses the living heck out of me. I don't know why I get so confused, but I do. What is Terry and Shelley doing in here? Oh my goodness. What just happened to my page? Look, I'm trying to get to whatever the heck those two have. I can't get to the comment for whatever reason. I'll find out after, girls. Don't worry. I know y'all are up to something. Hi, Miss Patty. How are you? All right. We're almost there. Then we're going to decide what we're actually doing with this. Because now I'm thinking of something different, but we'll see. Nutty and Loony, Pearly. What? Do you actually want? Oh, Terry. We ain't scared. I know you're not. That's because you know that I know at the end of the day, you got me, so there's that. Hi, Leslie. How are you? All right, y'all. I know this isn't the most fun thing to watch, is sitting here painting this. But okay, so we kind of did the black and white. Now, do I... Let me think. So I can paint this little thingamajigger in here black, or this black. Let's leave it for now. Hi, Miss Donna, how are you? Let's dry this and then decide what we're gonna do. Because this is gonna go on it, right? We're gonna wrap this in bling. We're gonna wrap the insides with bling. It needs no glitter, Ashley Marie. And then, silver glitter base. This is so funny. I'm gonna clear coat this really quick over the black. See if I get that pen out of there. Shelly says yes on glitter. She ain't got my back either. So we did that friction pen. So now all you want to do is take your heat tool to it. It's going to make that ink disappear. Touch up a couple little areas here. My leg is totally falling asleep. I somehow feel like you would take Ashley's side. I'm just saying. Unless you're talking about Shelly and Terry, then I'm pretty sure you're taking their side too. I know how the ball rolls. It's all good. From Alice in Wonderland. I should do like a striped, checked, polka dot tea set like that. That would be fun. It would take forever, but it would be fun. It'd be a fun thing to sit here and work on. Okay. So let's clear coat this sucker and then decide what we're gonna do on the black and white. And then if I decide, we'll decide on the base what we're gonna do there too. Decent brush. You could crackle it and polka dots or diamond bling. You need more bottles. I don't think I want to crackle it. If I crackle it, I'm not going to be able to use the heat on it. This is such thin glass. You see I'm barely putting a lot of heat time on it as it is, because it is much thinner. And I don't want to break the glass. If I did crackle it, it would definitely be, I would naturally let that dry and do its thing. So I don't want the crackle on it. I want it kind of elegant. So I'm using the Bare water-based glossy polyurethane clear coat. You get that at Home Depot. It's so stinking pretty. And I love how thin it is. And just dries so stinking fast. What if you paint opposite of the top, black or the white? What if you paint opposite? That would look cool. I could probably do that on the base, yeah. I just haven't decided yet what I want to do on the black and the white, and then we'll move on to the base. I'm going to put 2 coats of that polyacrylic on here though. So you mean, hold on. So here it would be black and then white. That would actually look really cool. That way this is nice and glossy. If I did well, if I did little like X's, I don't know. I'm scared to do what Rochelle told me to do now. Like I was like, oh, that's a fun idea. And now I'm like, oh, I'm terrified. And I'm gonna have to go back and find. Let's get that all dried up. Have you ever, or anyone here, used the enamel engine coat? Yes, the clear coat. Anything, Melissa, like literally anything. Like she'll take anything. She loves the tear up toys, like stuffies. She loves balls, but the problem with balls is she eats them. So unless you can find something that she can't eat, like tennis balls, she just shreds them and then eats them. So that is one thing I'm super careful with her with. But as far as treats and all that, I don't. Rhinestones, stripes to separate the black and white. Yes, that's what we're doing with the silver. So we're going to separate the black and white with that. This is going on here, and we're going to put that same bling around the top of this heart. Everything but concrete. I don't want this to get too stinking hot. Okay. All right, so yes, this is gonna go down the center, like it's gonna come up onto the neck and then down the center and all the way down. But I need to so we do polka dots. I think with the heart polka dots is cute. No? I think so. I feel like that's what we should do. You hear Ziva snoring? Oh my God, how funny, Sarah. Yeah, I think we keep it cute and sweet, but I like that idea, and I'm going to want to have to play with that because you know why I like that idea? Because of these. Remember these? Hi, Evelyn. To do those, whoever recommended those like little cross things, if I could paint those and use those, use that on those, I think that would be awesome. All right, we're gonna do the polka dots. So I'm gonna pull out a little bit of white. Is this the enamel? Of course it is. That's all right. And we're gonna do white polka dots on the black. I'm gonna use my daughter because I think the brush is gonna be too big. Oh, it just went right into the black. Yes, your pretty serving spoons. They turned into toppers. I had them cut off. So you're gonna kind of dip in and then offload, and I'm gonna do little dots right up here. So I barely dip in and then just kind of lightly tap. Just so you don't get like a peak on your polka dot. Stinking cute. So this is one of those little dotter tools from Dollar Tree. Oh, I know you do, Sarah. I can't draw them though, like, it's so bad. I wonder if I can get them on the edge. I can. Oh, shut the front door. Look. How stinking cute is that? You saw me almost put that down and realize, okay, I'm gonna have to hold it like so. Ashley Akers, I hope you know I was just messing with you earlier. I think you are so beautiful. She knows. My daughter is a very, I love it because she's like a little smart, you know what, but very tender heart, very sweet, very loving, very soft when you know, really get to know her. I mean, she's in here, she's fun, we joke around, we have that personality together, but at the end of the day, she can be very tender, very sweet, and that's how she is with animals and like when she cares for people. And I feel like a lot of people miss out on that with her. If it's anything I say my kids, I mean, and we're moms, we're all partial to our children, right? I get it, but my kids have beautiful souls. They really do. I got lucky there. But they definitely like to keep me on my toes, little snots. I'm just using the little end of the daughter as opposed to the big one. I feel like it's such a smaller bottle that smaller polka dots are in order. So that's kind of what we're doing. Oh, thank you, Sue. I know, Renee. I don't know what I missed, but I'm sure she doesn't take very much in here with as much as we all joke around personal. Don't, Ash, stop. I'm fine. You scared the bejesus out of me. I'll give you that. Got me pretty stinking good. I'll give you that one too. However, all is good. Just means you're not allowed to turn my house upside down for a while. That means I owe you a good one. Hi, Bonnie. I mean, if you had, yes, absolutely. There is not much in this world. Oh, Evelyn, I'm sorry. I don't know what had happened. There's not really anything in this world that I think would make me feel any different about my kids. However, you know what would maybe make me feel better? Look at now. This is going to be me being a smart, you know what? Starbucks. Just saying. I mean, that could be DoorDashed. My daughter's like, is she for real right now? She's so rolling her eyes at me. No, Ash. I was just thinking it sounded good. That's all. And then I just wipe the paint off my little daughter after a while because it kind of gets all smashed up and dried up on there. I know, Ash. It's so stinking expensive to DoorDash. I'm like addicted to that, whatever that, what is it, that lavender matcha cold with oat milk. I don't even know what the heck you call it. It's so good though. Almost there, y'all. We can get ice cream. Ash, you're good. I'm so messing with you. I could see her right now pacing in her apartment. Oh my God. Shouldn't have did that. Ice cream. I'm not a huge, every once in a while, like to get an ice cream cone. Like I just like a twist cone. I am so super simple. Or if I were to get a sundae, it's like a sundae with like vanilla soft serve and then peanut butter, chocolate sauce, like a peanut butter sauce, chocolate sauce, and then marshmallow. Ziva got a big old vanilla cone the other day and a pup cup. So cute. All right, so there is our white polka dots, right? Are you guys kind of seeing where we're going right now? I think it's gonna be super cute. And then I even like the white polka dots on the top. I think that kind of really finishes it. We're gonna go in and do the black ones. Hi Victoria, how are you? So let's do black. Oh, Roxanne, thank you. Thank you, ladies, for the stars. I know we say it all the time. We don't expect it, but we very much appreciate it. It does help, for sure. So I always appreciate that. And if I ever miss it, know that I'm super grateful. And I think I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. Let me get a few dots here and some of the white over here. And then we're gonna bling that heart that's going on here. This paint is a bit thinner, so the dots go a bit quicker. That white one that I poured, I accidentally poured the enamel. Thanks, Renee. Too much paint on there. PayPal does that. They smack you coming and going. That's why I started accepting so many different things. They charge their fee. But yes, they've been doing that for a hot minute. Look, I don't know where else to put my hands now. I dotted myself into a corner. They charge us, so like it's 4% of I don't know if it's gone up. I haven't looked, but it is 4%. No problem, Eva. You have a wonderful evening. Have a beautiful weekend. It's a hot one today, right? How pretty. I love that. Isn't that adorable? Okay. I'm going to have to take the dryer to this. How stinking cute. And then I think I'm going to do that. So where the white is here, we're going to stripe this black, white, black, white, right? So everywhere you see it, I'm not going to follow the pattern. I'm going to go the opposite of it. So let's get the bling on here. We're going to move this puppy around a little bit. So we're going to wrap this hearts with bling. Start down here, right? I'm going to use the diamond glaze. Hold on. Let's polish this up first before we go over all that fingerprinted stuff. Okay. Let's do a line down the middle. Get it started. I'm gonna love this bling on this heart. That would also make a gorgeous topper, yes. So we're gonna come around. Y'all, don't ask where that little metal needle is that goes on here. You don't wanna know. I tried unclogging it. And well, that didn't go well. I stuck a needle in there and it shoved it down into the bottle, so I lost or into the, yeah, into that little bottle. And I lost the, oh, for crying out loud, Nicole. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to cut it, get it down in there, and go the other way because this bling trim isn't going to bend the way I want it to. So I'm gonna have to cut another one out. Holy cow, silver on silver. Talk about let's go blind. Okay, so then come up the other end, hold on. Come around. Need to grow another hand. I would have bling trim everywhere. Listen, sometimes I do. It's a thing, right? I can't use readers, so I've tried every like strength of those readers. I've tried them on in several different stores. None of them do anything for me. They make it worse. But then again, I've never tried any while I'm doing something this close up. I don't know. So I always say I feel like I'm blind as a bat looking at this stuff, but I feel like when I try the readers on, it makes my eyesight a lot worse. Because my other thing is I can't see in the dark when I'm driving and there's lights or it's snowing or raining. It's really bad. I don't like driving in that because, you know, I don't have this, I don't know, I can't see at night. And it's been like that for years, but it seems like it just gets worse and worse. I don't know if that's an actual thing. I've heard other people, I think, say it, but I know somebody asked me what my shirt says. I'll tell you in a second. I just remembered that I was going to do that, and then I forgot. Okay, so now that has bling trim on it, too, so that the heart's not so plain, and it's blingy as well. How stinking cute, right? And obviously when I glue that in there, it'll be nice and straight, right? So now the heart's got bling on it. So let's put this into this bottle and let it sit to dry. It says, I'm not arguing, look, I'm just explaining why I'm right. Got nothing. Not arguing, I'm just explaining why I'm right. Or whoever asked me that. I don't remember who asked me that. Oh my God, you have no idea. It is, I mean, you do. It is. People's headlights are so bright, I can't stand it. It's awful. I can't see anything in the dark. I have a hard time seeing things in the dark, but it's, especially when it's raining or it's snowing or anything like that. And then like the bright lights everywhere, it throws me so off. All right. Hi, Ashley. Actually, you know what? We're just going to finish these polka dots. Isn't going to take that long, and then we'll put our bling on the bottle. I'm here for it. It's 7:50. If we're here another 20 minutes, it's all good, right? A danger to myself and others at night. The LED blue lights, yeah. Some of those lights are so bright, and they're not even their brights. Is that what that is, Ashley? I want to say that, I don't know. I remember I wore glasses as a kid, and I hated them, and I never wore them again. I just stopped wearing them. How are you, Miss Ashley? For those tiny dots? Yes, you would. I didn't think I would either, and then I got into it, and I love it. And I started doing it, like, because I started doing it on the pumpkins, and I actually love just sitting there and painting them. All of a sudden, you just, like, can't help yourself, and you just keep going and going and going, and then you want to do more and more and more. It's weird. I didn't think I'd have the patience for any kind of checks, any kind of anything, and it is, like, some people say it's relaxing, and oddly, it actually is. I mean, it does take some time. Some people are super fast at it. I'm not. I actually love doing it. Right, Evelyn? Isn't it weird how that happens? It's actually relaxing. If you were to die, your OCD does kind of kick in. Mine kicks in really bad with those pumpkins. That's why they take so long to do. And I tell everybody, like, you have no idea how many hours I spend on them. What's Terry's? I don't know. What is Terry's? Why can't I think of that? Why can't I answer that? I don't know. See, Terry does everything. And Terry does, like, Terry's, I think, if I think of Terry, she's great with, well, if you've ever seen some of her watercolor stuff, is out of this world. But her things are just very pretty, and I always say so like elegant and dainty and pretty. I don't know how to put that, but she also does some of the coolest textures, and the way she knows how paints move, I think sometimes dumbfounds me. Like, I wish I had that. I think we all have our own little thing. Have a good one, Miss Jan. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Okay. Oh, Ashley, thank you. Super cute, right? And then, like I said, on this, and I'll do this off, but like, so where the white is here, we'll put black, and where the black is, we'll put white. Does that make sense? So it all kind of like has like a little different of a vibe. You get the bling thing. Oh, this came from Dollar Tree. All right. We should be pretty stinking dry. Awesome. All right, we ready? We're gonna do it. Let's see if I can get this one unclogged without losing my little metal thingy. Oh, it is unclogged. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come down here. Uh-oh, what'd I miss? Thanks, Marianne. That's kind of what I was like kind of going for. I love that. Sometimes I get into those like cutesy wootsy things. I don't know. I love all kinds of different stuff, but then it's like, it's nice to change out. Like, I love texture. I love all of that fun stuff, but I don't ever do the same bottle twice. And I love coming up with like a gazillion different ideas to do. Like, when you stare at a bottle, there's something about bottles with me that when you stare at them and they all take on their own little personality. I know that sounds so silly, but for me, that's just how I look at them. Or you can do the same, use the same bottle over a million different times. You just put on a different topper or come up with a different look. Or sometimes I'll grab a topper and it's just got to fit on the right bottle, and I'll walk around and put it on different bottles. Or sometimes I'll just grab a bottle and try to find its match in a topper. I don't know. I'm weird like that sometimes. You do the same thing with your items, yeah. Okay, let me look at this really quick, because I feel like if we can then come around, oh, heck yeah. All right, I got it. we're going to wrap the top of this too. So this is going to go there, but then we're going to do a row like right on the rim there. That's what I was trying to look at and decide where I was bringing that bling up to. So we got 1, 2, 3 more. We're going to just go for it. So if you guys are along for the ride, you're along for the ride. If you got to pop off, I get it. But now I'm already, I only have 3. I only have 3. We can do 3. I told you, what did we tell her? Today Friday, today's so Friday. My days are all discombobulated. Thank you. That's usually what I try to go for. It's like, it's definitely different. It's unique. It's, this is diamond glaze. I actually got this when I was at the Sparkle Retreat, and then Miss Shannon had sent me some. You can find it on Amazon. It definitely holds your bling right now. And it's not coming off. Better than, this is 2mm, Kathy. So this is the smaller one. I think for certain things, it works better than B7000. Especially if you're going over like something you waxed. I feel like the bling holds better. All right, and I want to make sure that it's straight. So while I can still move it, that's why I'm kind of shifting it around before it sets, because this does set pretty tough pretty quickly. I mean, you have a little bit of grace, but as Terry says, no wobblies. We don't want wobbly lines. How stinking cute that's gonna be, right? Y'all, I'm gonna have to stand up and move my back here in a second. My back does not like me. It was hurting last night too. All right, we're almost there. Oh, shiitakes. Hi, Miss Connie. How are you? And I'll go in between this bling trim and probably put another coat of the poly on. Just do another thin coat, which I want to do over those polka dots anyway. So oh, come on. These scissors are literally crushing my stuff instead of cutting it at this point. Hi, Julie. How are you? All right, one more. No, I don't go over the bling with it. No. Definitely do not go over it with it. All right, last one. Then we can do around the lip and then put that topper in and we're done. Itty bitty bottle. Look how long it takes. Been on here over 2 hours now. Or at 2 hours. I think I came on almost close to 10 after. And I still got to paint the bottom. Hi Doris, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. Make sure we're straight everywhere. Where's the one I just did? This one. Nope, it was this one. Okay, so there is that. Let's do around the edge here, and then I'll put that topper on and we'll call it a day. I'm covering the polka dots that I just did around this edge, but that's okay. It's gonna finish it off. And hey, at least we know that polka dots on an edge can be a thing. In the craft room, it's Friday night and you're kicking us out. I'm kicking you out. Kicking you out. Ashley, you crack me up because you're not the first person to say that. And I laugh because I'm like, I am not like that soft voiced person. So I don't know. I hear my voice and I'm like, oh Lord, I can't listen to myself. So you're not the first person to say that. I'm like, really? All right, so where do I cut? Oh yeah, no. Y'all, I got stuck on a bridge yesterday. It was... The same stinking thing happened today. I can't make the stuff that happens in my life up. If you were in here earlier and you saw the spider thing, I can't make that kind of stuff up. So I'm terrified of bridges. There's a bridge over where I live. They're working on it. So, you know, it's a little intimidating to drive over a bridge, number one, for me. Anyway, number two, that they're working on. Number three, that half the bridge is missing, and you know, the fact that you're still driving on a bridge and somehow half the bridge missing is still safe to drive on. Whatever, we drive on it. Don't like it, I speed through it. I'm behind a lady who's got her hazards on, one lane. And, no, one lane, and her hazards are on. So I was following my daughter to the mechanics to drop off her car. She went around the lady. I did not see the hazards till it was too late, and I was right up on her because my daughter was the one in front of me and going around her, and there was already people trying to get around. It was too late. The bridge was going to close, go down to one lane. Now I'm stuck behind a lady with her hazards on going, it was like, it's 50-mile-an-hour road. She's going like 10, 15 miles. All of a sudden slow down to 5, 4, and I'm like, oh God, she's gonna stop on the bridge. She's gonna stop on the bridge. She's gonna stop on the bridge. And I'm looking, and this bridge is like, there's nothing there except the bars. And this is the end of the bridge, like to the highway. And I'm going, I'm gonna be stuck on this. It's like my worst nightmare come true. I'm gonna be stuck on this bridge, and I'm gonna have to get out and run, but I'm not gonna be able to get out and run because I'm absolutely terrified. And I was the closest to a panic attack I've been in a long time. Like, my heart was thumping out of my chest. Today, on the way to stinking take my daughter to go pick up her car. We're behind a truck who decides to turn their hazards on right before the bridge and starts going slow. And I'm yelling at her and she goes, what? And I'm like, how does this happen 2 days in a row? What? 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. So I'm not taking her to go get her car fixed or to pick it up or anywhere else if I got to go over that bridge. Period. Not doing it anymore. And then she sticks a spider in my room. Great. I'm going to yell at her for that. All right. So obviously I need to paint the base still. We have a bridge. Yeah, Ashley. Oh my God. We have a bridge that is old and is always being repaired. The one before. Oh my Lord. No, I don't do bridges. And why are you driving with your hazards on at a one lane? There's not even a pull off. There's nowhere to go. There's cones here, cones here. Total drop here because half the bridge is missing and over here is the highway. So total drop there. There's nowhere to go. And I said, if she stops on this bridge and that car breaks down, that's it. Game over. I quit. I'm going into hibernation. I'm never coming out of the house again. I'm not driving anywhere. And she went. As soon as it turns to one lane, they flip the hazards. Yeah, Ashley was sitting next to me. I said, is this a for real thing? This is really happening right now. Sure as heck, it was happening. And I told her, I'm not taking her anywhere anymore. Hi, Doreen. How are you? At least not when we're going over that bridge. That was a real thing. Yeah. Okay. So, look how pretty. Look, it's all sparkly. This will be white. This will be black. So we're going to do opposite here. But look how stinking cute. This was like almost like a hot pink little vase bottle, whatever this was. I don't know if this was a perfume bottle. I didn't have time to go around because you didn't see the car behind on the other side. No, I didn't have time. And I was scared I was going to miss and, you know, all that fun stuff. No, I had no time. There was no time. If I look back, maybe I could have swung it, but I didn't see the hazards. Isn't this adorable? While Bailey was fixing your weed whacker. Great. That's wonderful. Ash, you're fired. So it was yesterday. So it's been sitting there all day today. You love that? Isn't that so cute? And then put the bling like just on the edge. So this was a little wine stopper. And like I said, I cut the black area out because it was not fitting into the bottle itself. Good, I'm glad. So I'll finish the bottom, which I think is actually going to make the piece. So if there's black here and, you know, this will stay white and then this will be black. So super cute. And like I said, it kind of like reminds me of the ribs of a pumpkin, right? So how stinking cute is, oh my God, look how stinking cute. Except this is silver. This is going to be gold. I think it's adorable. So y'all don't, even if you pick up bottles, like I have so many perfume bottles here. So many perfume bottles that I want to work on. Like I tell you guys all the time, you're grabbing bottles. Look, this one's still got cologne in it. Like how cool of a shape is that? So you can grab all kinds of different, even if there's oils in them. Like I get these all at Goodwill. You can do adorable stuff with little bottles. I absolutely love them. I have them everywhere. And I have a friend that gives me all her perfume bottles. So you need that pumpkin. Girl, have you seen some of my pumpkins? That's all I'll be doing from now till after fall. I love myself my pumpkins. So I paint them all kinds of different colors. I check them, I stripe them, I polka dot them. I love doing them. Thank you, Doreen. That one I've been sitting here working on and off, so some of them take me a super long time. Well, they all kind of are time consuming, but like that one with all the checks, the stripes, and polka dots and so forth. Hi, Cindy. So that's what we had today. So this is, like I said, I will finish this. I'll probably come in here late tonight and do it. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern, you will see me on Decoupage Queen. I will be on Creative Hour, so I would love to see you guys. Aw, thank you. Well, I will have several. Love the black and white. I'm feeling it right now, so I would love to see you all tomorrow at 3. I will put a telegram out, but I will not be with you guys tomorrow night because Austin's coming, so that means I get baby Lucas and Sophie, and I get to hang with them and cuddle with them, and then we're going to dinner and all that fun stuff. So I'm spending the evening with the grandkids because it's long, and I mean long overdue. That's the longest I've been away from Lucas. Yes, I will be on Creative Hour tomorrow, Miss Ashley. I know. Renee's like, get off so I can find out what the heck happened on your live earlier. Renee, just saying, have fun watching that. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here when you could have been anywhere else. You know that means the world to me. And I will post a picture of this when it's all finished. If you guys hopped on late, this is, I have a bit of bottles, but they're liquor bottles. The guy that rents from me brings them home when he walks. Oh, that's awesome. You too, Miss Gail. So here's the, I'm telling you, I'm going to break this one day. Missed the whole thing. I just got home from work. That's okay, Chrissy. So this is the one I finished. Like I said, I think I'm going to do a gold rim right here. But this one has a lot of bling on it too. I'm so going to enjoy my grandbabies. Seen him and you on the slide. Yes, there was the slide video. Yes, I plan on it. I haven't seen them in a hot minute, and I need lots and lots and lots of snuggles from those kids. So, and what did I miss hopping on? Oh, Ashley. What do you say, guys? It was like maybe 10, 15 minutes in, something like that. 10, 15 minutes in. I don't know. You'll see. You'll know it when you see it. Just saying. All right, guys, have a wonderful evening. If you can't join me tomorrow on Creative Hour, I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, and then Sunday night. Sunday, you will not see me live because Sunday is Terry's auction. So Terry Lightsey, if you're not following her, I will actually be her timer for her auction. So her auction is at 6 p.m. So I will not be live with you Sunday because I will be in her room helping her out. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.